And on the other side, you have team with, I believe they're 1-5. So yeah, not the easiest one, you know, for Team Secret here. But I like what they try to do in this one. Try to like offset the laning stage with this Necro. I feel like this hero could be picked up slightly more. Still Nullifier, a big thing against the hero. Can't really play Dota. Like you have maybe all these auras. Like, let's see what Boom's gonna buy on Necro this time around. Because he's going to be playing the off lane. So probably going to be looking into that mech. Maybe even I would see him buy... Oh, Crystallis.
Magic Missile, yeah. That was fast. I feel like Puppey was setting up to try and help with the rebound, but never really got that opportunity.
Oh, he exploded there. Whirling Death. And of course, Soul Assumption. Stun. So good start for Tundra already.
Little magic missile right there. Oh, he's nice. I like this little cliff ward that they've placed on the side of Tundra. It's all the way down here in the bottom lane.
It's
under
a
the
tiny
outposts.
little cliff, not the biggest one. Like, you could go for the couriers with this one. You could see them maybe approaching with their mid laner, trying to go for the rune and ganking you like 5-6 minutes into the game. Probably not gonna happen, but we'll have to see. Also, looking at the mid matchup, you are playing into Magnus as Timbersaw, so you should be more than fine. And this is also a lane where you got the first blood. So 9 off to a great start. Already has Ring of Health. Okay, call it 40 seconds into the game. Ring of Health, 4 branches. Like, this is gonna be some like 3.5 minutes Vanguard. How do you kill this hero?
Yeah, I'm starting to think Vanguard might be needing more change.
Yeah, buff the item.
Oh.
We nerfed a couple of times in a row, so that's what happens after nerfing him too hard. Skewer underneath the tower, 9. He should be fine. That's going to be some good damage. Okay, needs to cut down some trees.
And a little bit of odd pathing, it seemed like, for him. You get a little nervous, you click a little bit too many times. All of a sudden, your hero just can't go through trees, because that's how pathing works. And then you take a couple more shots from the tower. But he's got that Ring of Health, right? He's fine. He's very much fine. Skitter is not too fine. Actually taking a lot of damage in this lane and dropping really low. So is Snake.
Courier's also going to die. This is
boy.
Really, really bad lane for them. Skitter maybe thinking about going through the gates, because right now he can't see us. He's only level 1, while both heroes are level 2 from Secret. This is going to be some heavy pressure.
Still alive, but Yamich eventually getting that kill onto the Phoenix.
Usually we see this Bloodseeker paired up with something like super strong in the lane. Most of the time it's Lich. Sometimes we see Oracle. But Phoenix, not the strongest laners, especially when you play into Necro, who has pretty much unlimited region. He's really not too worried about harassment coming out from the Bloodseeker. He gets close, he'll get right-click multiple times, Dead Pulse. They could try to set things up with the Disruption as well. They don't have like the follow-up slow or a stun, but should be enough to just keep him low. This constant harassment in this top lane is going to be a pain in the ass for Skeeter.
So we'll see if they do anything about this lane, or if maybe they pull that move where like they push him bottom, they leave 33 by himself for a moment. Soxa goes through the Twin Gate to get like a magic missile play out. But for right now, everybody's kind of staying set. Oh, nothing doing just yet. But you could see 15-4 for the Magnus mids. So far, so good for Armel.
He also does have extra damage coming out from that Empower, so he can CS against Timbersaw, which was never an issue. It's just what Timbersaw is going to get from the laning stage. Like, this is... I wasn't even wrong. 3.5 minutes. Like, just needs to kill extra couple of creeps, and that's going to be Vanguard delivered. So, in terms of heroes that can kill him throughout the game, Windranger's like one of those heroes that doesn't like to play into Vanguard, so you need to have Maelstrom to be able to deal with it. And this is mid Timbersaw we're talking about, so he's going to have a lot of levels. Maybe with like Necro's Reaper Sight, but where's the damage going to come from? Like, you need to keep them low. Sure, they do have like 2 big damage spells that they can throw onto Windranger to amplify the damage output. With Sidekick, with Empower, like even Magnus is going to pack a punch with these 2 abilities.
What's the deal with Windrunner, by the way? Like, I
don't know.
It's 20% win rate. Teams are still... And that's Western Europe. When you look at the full stats for the entirety of the DPC, it's got a 38% win rate. Like, and teams still are just like, yeah, first pick, let's go. Snake King dropping to Yamich, but like, yeah, I don't get this Windrunner like stubbornness.
Apparently, people from Western Europe, they can't play Wind Ranger correctly, considering that like overall it's almost 40%, which is still abysmal, but 20% in the region that looked the strongest. It seems like something is really off with the hero. I mean, I've said it a couple of times, I've been flaming Wind Ranger ever since I saw her in action. There's like only a couple of games when the hero looked really strong, I would say. Because you always need to have that extra item. You need to have Maelstrom, a Road of Athos, Gleipnir. Then you also need a BKB, but you also want to like have items. It feels like you're never satisfied with the items that you have.
Yeah. You have to have this hero that kind of plays from way far ahead. And then for the most part, you're usually seeing Windrunners in lanes against somebody who's got a Vanguard very quickly. Can't do anything.
Also, a hero that doesn't really play well from behind. If she can put the tempo, if she's the one like controlling the game, getting these easy pickoffs with focus fire, then the hero feels okay. But other than that, it really doesn't. Boom. A bit low on HP.
Damage. Bloodright's gonna hit.
Here. But Fairy Fire, Magic Wand, double Bracer build, heavily focusing on the laning stage, understands that they need to take out this Bloodseekers CS as much as possible. We've seen these Bloodseeker players in Western Europe pop up like so quickly. Like Mickey, Skitter, these two players are extremely good at the hero who joins these earlier fights. Now Snaking. Let's have 13 wand charges available, but still, they're not securing a lot of CS for Skitter at the moment.
Yeah, just 19 and 4, and not that Boom's blowing him out of the park with the 24 and 9, but a lot of denies and comfortable in this lane for the moment. Sneaking coming the other way, and they want to use these fire spirits, but Boom will immediately
and cancel it.
Never mind.
That's my favorite. The best part is if you die right afterwards.
Yeah, that would feel really bad.
Right there, front page, 1,000 upvotes immediately.
So there's the wand, Icarus dive, blood right down. Boom will take some damage, and well, they've got Armel coming to the top lane. He's got RP that will be used, and that will be a dead Bloodseeker very quickly. As well, with this tower already down to half health, this should be the tier 1 gun. Our catapult right here.
Yeah. RP Mel making his first rotation. They get a kill on Skeeter, and they're also gonna get the tower. And look at Phoenix, he's down at 200 HP, 33, also in a bit of a trouble here.
33 going down, falling to Puppy, and they've got Chrysalis for the help. So, you know, you've got now a 1K lead for the side of Secret.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Honestly, coming out of this laning phase, looking pretty top notch.
This is why we said they try to offset the laning stage with the heroes that they picked. Magnus from the mid lane, he's getting all the free farm in the world, keeping up with Timbersaw and shutting down Skeeter completely. I was thinking about Boom's itemization. Did mention this Spirit Vessel. You are playing in the end against Bloodseeker, Timbersaw, and also Sunray eventually, so you want to reduce that healing that they're gonna get.
Right.
So let's see if he decides to stick with it.
Tundra got that first blood, and they haven't really done anything over the map at all. I mean, that was just that one kill, and that's it for now. Skitter also sitting very low again. And they, you know, you look over at 9, who has in the past been very active with this Timber, given the right start. It hasn't been this like excessively positive start that we've seen in the past, where he gets 2 or 3 kills in the mid solo. So we'll see how he's gonna kind of look for that drop-off point in this game. Could be a little bit of a problem for him if he doesn't get the ball rolling with the way the top lane went.
He's still in a good spot, having that Vanguard, having Arcane Boots on top of the net worth, but still yet to make a rotation. I mean, Tundra's lineup is like relatively slower, I would say, considering that they last picked Phoenix. They wanted to have something against this Necro, so didn't rely heavily on the laning stage. And also this time around, 33 not having that good of a game. About to finish off his phylactery, level 6, so birds are available. There was an interview where Tundra members talked about, you know, whenever 33 plays Visage, all it takes is like one fight and he's gonna make the difference with this hero, because he lands a Ravage with the birds instead of just stuns. So gotta be careful of that. In terms of stuns, in terms of control inside of Tundra, they don't really have much. It's Venge with Magic Missile, Nether Swap. She's slightly under-leveled. Level 5, 9 minutes. I mean, there hasn't been a kill other than First Blood on their side, so...
And taking over mid while the stacks get taken by 9. I know 33 took one of those creeps in that stack just to finish off this phylactery. They're trying to find anything they can at the moment. They're down 2,000 net worth. Things have kind of quieted down, and I'm a little surprised. Secret, they've backed off the lanes kind of heavily. They've got Armel farming in the jungle, but now finally coming towards top, and I think they would like to stay aggressive, especially with what we've seen Tundra do in short times.
Yeah, Reaper Scythe is available. They want to get the kill here. Another RP.
RP.
That's gonna be a kill.
And that should be Reaper Scythe. There it is. Slams down into Skitter. That's what I was looking for, and they're going to try and turn this around. They've got 33 coming in. The Icarus dive as well as the Timber Chain. Chakram on top of Armel. And this is a trade that maybe Secret weren't expecting. But Tundra coming through and getting into the top lane to kill off that Magnus. That's only their second kill and their first one since the First Blood.
Yeah, Tundra, it feels like they're happy with just getting anything. 33 TP stop, because he couldn't go through the gates, and resummons the birds. Like, he wanted to make something happen, get that kill going. So birds are going to be on cooldown for another minute and a half. Damage.
Yeah, he's in some trouble, rebounding, trying to help out Yamich, but 9, this is kind of that jumping off point I was talking about. He gets a kill top, TPs towards mid, immediately finds himself a Shadow Demon kill. Like, you leave 9 a little bit unchecked, and he's going to take advantage of that and really make you pay for it. And we've seen Tundra turn games into just stomps from the 10 to 17 minute mark.
Yeah, these two kills kind of got them back into the game. Maybe they can kill Crystallis. Not the easiest hero to kill. Probably would need to have swap available. They're level 5 right now on Vengeful Spirit. Crystallis 4 points in Windrun. Maybe if he misuses it, there's also no Rupture available.
9 losing his courier. There are a couple of heroes coming from behind these heroes on Tundra, but they do have Saksa without swap still. Still just level 5. Experience is really favoring the side of Secret.
Shackle.
The shot. And
the follow-up.
One in the back. They're looking for 33. They go to the rebound. And they should have the damage with the Reaper Scythe, especially. Boom. Slamming it down on 33. And that must have just come off cooldown. And they get themselves a second on that Reaper Scythe. Get a couple familiars here. And that's a good amount of gold going the way of Secret. Good fight overall.
Secret. So far, so good. 12 minutes into the game. 2k gold lead for them. Very active with their heroes. And I like that this time around they have like heroes to protect Crystallis with. He can stand his ground, use Focus Fire, 4 points in sidekicks, 4 points in Empower, so there's going to be a lot of damage, a lot of healing coming out from Focus Fire as well. Puppy. Ooh, that was close. Another great shackle.
Sox in trouble, power shot, and they will get that kill with the Death Pulse hitting onto this Venge. Venge finally now hitting that level 6, having that swap, but now Tundra's got to have a moment to kind of feel like they can set up with it. And over mid again, you see 9 going after Boom, but he's able to heal up, use that wand with that Ghost Shroud. So he heals up back to full.
Boom, very active on Necrophos. Not the hero that you would expect to be active unless you have Boots of Travel, but he opted to go for Power Treads, have a little bit extra damage in the laning stage, which is more than fine. I still feel the hero is very sluggish, can't really move around. Faded Bro is gonna come in very handy. Looking at the stacks that are being made for Skeeter that he can fall back to and just recover, because right now he's the lowest net worth core. It's a really good scaling lineup inside of Secret as well. You have Necro, you have Mag. These heroes are extremely strong in the late game, and I talked about protection against Windranger. You try to focus someone down, there's going to be disruption, buy a little bit more time during Rupture. They're going to be grouping up. Mag eventually is going to pick up Blink Dagger, and he got it. Second item. This is no Harpoon, no Vanguard. This is Mid Magnus we're talking about, so wants to be able to get some kills. Because in terms of initiation, they don't really have much, so I can understand why Armel opted to go for it immediately after finishing off that Echo Saber.
And they'll immediately go in with it, and they'll find themselves 33. He's trying to run, but you look at the damage coming out. He's not one of those heroes that has a Vanguard, so Crystallis will rip him up and poke some holes with all those arrows. And, well, they get another kill on a 33, and this is something that is kind of uncommon ground for him. Yeah, stealing this camp here, but I would say at least they didn't get the ancient stack that was taken by 9 a moment ago, and he's going to come back and be a little bit upset that that's gone.
Love your PMA. They stole only the big camp stack, no ancient this time
the
around.
big camp.
Yeah. Spirit Vessel's now online for Necro, so that's going to be big change in terms of healing. Great against Timbersaw before he can get any dispels off, and going into Kaya's Sun. So really nice scaling-wise itemization from Secret. Maelstrom picked up on Crystallis, going into Lincoln's next. XP runes.
Yeah, one was picked up by 9.
Yeah, the other one.
No.
We've seen that in the series the other day, where 9 played co-op against Gaimin Gladiators, and he was the one who picked up both XP runes, the 7 and 14-minute one. I mean, they couldn't even pick up the 20-minute one because the game ended before that.
It was, at least in the co-op sense of it, it was also filling up his bottle, but it does push him over now what Armel has in terms of experience, right? Like, he's trying to get enough of a lead. Maybe in a game like this and the game when he was playing that co-op, he feels the need to be the highest level by a good margin to make sure that he can give space to the rest of his team, because he knows, especially on a Timbersaw, that he's pretty tanky, right?
Other heroes don't really provide him with much. Like, one of the games where 33 doesn't shy, very rare to see, because they didn't dominate the laning stage, and now he's back to farm mode, something Tundra does so well. Let's see. They're still not ready to take a fight. Boom is way too tanky. They do have protection for him. Mag with Blink RP, Blink Skewer can set things up relatively easily. 9. Kaya Sanj is finished. Solar Crest as well, thrown on top of him, just to have that extra armor coming into a fight.
Oh, Blink in. They've got the Skewers onto the Venge, and another Reaper Scythe for Boom will put him on a mega kill streak. I was going to say, this feels like the first time that Tundra kind of have that opportunity to go with the swap into the Magic Missile, but they lose that, as Armel says, it's our game plan. Blink, Skewer, kill.
There are ways to start a fight, like, isn't really there, because Timbersaw might need to be just the body in front, but then again, he's still afraid of this Spirit Vessel. I noticed that 9 tends to go for, like, Blink Hex in these situations where they don't have enough, so I want to see what the next item on him is going to be. Because you would also maybe want to get some kind of a Dispel, like getting Lotus. Not sure if you want to commit on your own, if you're relying on one of your supports to be able to buy it.
Shackle. 9 hit with the Spirit Vessel. Timber chaining away, trying to get away from Yamich, who will put him into the disruption, but there's the rebound, the TP with the Timber chain, and...
He's out.
Oh, Shackle almost connecting, but does get the chance to TP away. Might not get that opportunity anymore now with the Aether Lens picked up by Yamich as well. We'll see if they've got that cast range to stop movements like that. But that Spirit Vessel charge used, and they don't get one to refill on that.
There's still one available, so should be fine for the next fight. You can always die if you feel like you need one for free.
Hey, I'll dive the tier 4s, get myself a charge. Thumbs up, right?
Smoke broken. Saksa on the high ground. Yamich knows something is up.
Armel, ooh, they're looking to go, and maybe Saksa is going to be the one who dies. They've got some familiars nearby. There's the familiar stun on a bunch of heroes, but they got to follow it up with something. They go to the Rupture onto Boom, but going up onto the high ground is ill-advised, and Tundra already know that. So they'll back away. And Puppy just running right up to 9. I think 9 knows what's up. But a Skewer and the regen rune picked up by 9.
Didn't get too much value out of it. Armel instantly cancels it. Still, steady 2k gold lead for Team Secret. Make it 3k right now.
Early BKB for Skitter coming out.
This is the big item timing for them, because it's still not going to be the easiest one, I would say. There are abilities that go through that BKB, Demonic Purge, RP, so you know that with this Demonic Purge, you're gonna be the target for it, taking away his Blood Rage, which is most of his damage, removing his movement speed as well. gonna be massive, and I like what Secret's doing right now. Going into Roche Pit, know that they can't really contest this. They didn't use any of the big abilities, RP available, Reaper Sight as well, so Crystallis will be the one picking it up.
Radiant's bottom tower
So early Aegis, we've seen a lot of teams do this, and I know the panel was talking about how teams with the Aegis, we've seen it so many times where they end up just getting wiped. But we'll see if this is another instance of that, if we're going to see Tundra win a fight heavily. I'm not too sure they still want to be in fight mode yet. They're still looking for this BKB. They've got 9 going for a BKB of his own.
is under attack.
Probably going to wait, especially they want 33 to get a pipe, but how much are they going to lose for kind of looking to sit back in PvE for a bit, right?
They're not losing anything, Tundra. They're the best, I would say, even best team in the world to do these kind of things when they feel pressured, if they don't want to take a fight. Like, look at the net worth. I said 3k gold lead like a minute ago or something. Now it was down to 1k, but Team Secret, they killed the tower. So Tundra, they really know how to farm the map well. These outer rings, 33 with his Visage, with his birds, getting a lot of farm, 9 as well. Feels like Tundra is in a no rush by any means. They are going to wait for next set of items, wait for this Aegis to expire. They're getting levels, potentially level 2 Altion Phoenix. Bloodseeker with his BKB, 9 with his BKB. There's going to be another aura item on Visage. Vengeful Spirit's going to be the hero that doesn't have a new item coming into a fight, but because Saksa is going for Aghanims, this hero doesn't really farm. You want to be fighting with Vengeful Spirit to get the gold. And also didn't find Philosopher's Stone, so...
The crazy thing to me is, and I'm taking a look at the graph, is the experience switch up. Because it was like a 10% lead in experience for Secret, and with this time that Tundra's kind of gotten, they've switched it the other way. I know that's not like a lot of levels or anything, but it's like now they're going to be the first ones to like second ults on all their heroes and everything, and it might make a big difference as they get the Reaper Scythe onto Saksa. Boom, slamming it down again. He's got 4 stacks on that Reaper
You
Scythe.
kind of lost me, I'm gonna be honest, when you said, look at this graph, and I'm like, okay. You're also
All right,
reminded
let's
me
play
of...
some Nickelback.
Yeah, Nickelback song.
Sure. I had you halfway, had you in the first half, and then you were gone. So here I am. Just like, all right, just play some 90s music.
Has fallen.
I'm here for it.
Secret, they're using this 9 again. Will steal enemy XP rune.
Radiant's top tower has been
Okay, level 17 on Timbersaw. BKB now finished. But Secret are using this combo, Focus Fire plus Reaper Sight, to just instantly kill a hero every single time a hero shows up. Already on 4 Reaper Sight charges on Necrophos. Man, I wish this was old Shadow Demon with his old ability instead of Disseminate. So you use, I can't remember what it was called. Soul Catcher. Yeah, there we go. I'm not that stupid. Soul Catcher into Reaper Sight. Very good combo.
Very smart. Knowing Soul Catcher. Ooh, all right, Lincoln's on Crystallis. Now going Ags. There's another 30 left on that Aegis. Take a look again. Saksa, he is being the sacrificial lamb for the farm and the experience that Tundra want on the map. Saksa, you just go die.
Pretty
We'll
much.
farm the rest.
Thinking is like, someone has to die. I don't want to die on Phoenix. I'm the one who's getting the gold. So, Saksa, go do your own thing. I farm much faster than you. So, taking these smokes, dying. I think Saksa died like 3 or 4 times in a row. And his gold has been on steady 1.2k. So, not gaining anything, but others are.
The pipe dream of the Ags is a 5 position, basically, when you're put in this position of you don't get to farm. Oh, okay. Guess I'll just queue up Ags. You might as well queue up Divine Rapier as well, right?
He'll get that axe eventually. Needs like 2 good fights if he stays alive, or just getting that extra gold. Or if they
that
switch
Philly
things
stone.
around. Yeah, if snaking
He needed it, but
tanks a couple of gangs instead.
yeah, maybe he'll get there. We'll see. Might be a long while. Aegis about to expire. 25 seconds left on that. Secret, they got a top tier 2. Mid tier 2's gone. Only 1 outer tower remains for Tundra. And now the net worth lead of and around that 3 to 4K. A lot of pupils gifts. And
Very
Embrace.
strong item. Yeah, 15 secondary stats. That's like 330 HP.
Where's my
Getting some
spark
extra
of Earth?
agi as well. On non-strength heroes. Double damage. They're baiting it.
Oh! Lane game, BKB, RP onto 2. All right, Sunray skewer back towards the rest of the team. There's the aggressive as well as the Supernova. They get the kill on Armel. They'll end up taking out Saxa. Supernova's about to explode, but they've retreated well enough to get away from that explosion, but not the damage that's coming through from the side of Tundra. They get the kill on a Boom. They look over now at Puppey. He's on the run, gets behind the tier 2 tower, and just escapes the hands of this Tundra side. But losing Boom and Armel is big prize money here for Tundra.
Thunder just waiting for this opportunity. Like, yeah, they're not afraid to take a fight. As soon as Aegis expires, they go in and they take a fight. Like this bait on double damage, Yule Scepter to dispel it off instantly. So great trade for Tundra, and now they're getting the items. This is what we talked about, this BKB on Bloodseeker. Necro, like even with all these tanky items, Kaya Sanj has Deathseeker available. He's still gonna drop, especially if they can't kill some of these heroes first. Like you're probably gonna be looking to kill Shadow Demon. In terms of abilities that can proc the Linkens to focus down Wind Ranger, you don't have that much. You have like Magic Missile, Swap, stuff from Visage, but not sure if you're gonna be able to do it. One of the reasons why Phoenix decided to go for it. His item build, Yule Scepter, great way of dispelling both. Like this is kind of budget nullifier when we're talking about, let's say Wind Ranger with Sidekick goes into the fight, Solar Crest, Empower, and then you remove all this stuff. She's thrown down, and you can easily kill her.
Comes a big issue, especially with a hero that is trying to beat the odds at a 20% win rate.
It feels like in this game, Secret can't really make these type of mistakes, because even it says 1k, 2k gold lead, Tundra, they're really not afraid to take these fights. And again, problem with the Wind Ranger, you can only kill one hero. You're not level 25 yet by any means, level 15 at the moment. Feels like maybe that could be level 20 talent, because you do rely on getting like multiple focus fires in a fight to be able to deal damage. I'm just theory crafting, because the hero feels very lackluster at the moment, I would say.
I think the teams are doing the same with Windrunner with the way it's been panning out for them, right? In
Like
theory, this hero they think should be good.
In theory, yes. But, yeah, I mean,
Here
in terms
we
of
are.
score as well, like, Crystallis had some really good shackles, is in the middle of the pack. Like, he's 1-1-6, but still, there's limited amount of things you can do with this hero.
Right. And this is a hero that you said, like, earlier in the game. It's a hero that always wants the next item, and I feel like Crystallis, he wants this axe. He wants to be there already, but you could see, like, it's taken him some time to get here. And the team's kind of slowed down in terms of what they're getting off the map in these kills. Like, yeah, they've gotten Saxa a couple times, but that doesn't feel like it's enough.
Saxa, especially once he picks up that Aghanims, which is very close to just one component away, he wants to die. Like, maybe they kill Tormentor, he gets shard for free, then you're ready to take a fight. Like, these magic missiles are gonna be... Oh god, no. Oh no, they got shard on Marcy. I remember the time when Saxa played Marcy and they got one for free from Roshan. I think it was previous DPC season. He destroyed it. He did not want to increase his net worth to feed more gold, so he just kind of killed it. He's like, I don't want to use this shit.
Yeah, get it out of here. You should have the option. Yes or no button comes up on the screen when you kill the Tormentor. Do you want this? No. Huh? Yule's into the air, and boom, in trouble. They've got the swap. He's away from his team. They'll go to the shackle, but it doesn't connect, so they get the kill on a Boom, and now they'll look over as Puppey rebounds in, but it's a little bit late with 9 holding the front line. Secret can't really respond to that, and they kind of have to sit back for now. Crystallis feigning that he wants to go in, but
You could feel for the last like 5 to 10 minutes, even though Secret was always in net worth lead, they're still like very careful how they take these fights. 25 seconds until Necro respawns, so Doesn't have anything to TP to tier 2 tower, maybe with the buyback, but you don't want to use it 15 minutes into the before you respawn. That's some big sunray damage.
Roche, 15 seconds. They'll have Boom back up, but
Radiant's
this is going to be
middle
tough.
tower is under
Secret will
attack.
need to land like at least 3-man RP, multiple shackle shots to be able to win the fight. I feel like Shiva's Guard now available on Timbersaw, so this vision that he's going to provide for the team, and also healing reduction on Necro. Like, Necro doesn't, like, he's tanky, but if he gets swapped in, he's just going to die. Snaking might be in trouble here. Good Yules.
Yeah, good Yules to make sure that he doesn't get skewered back, and now 9 onto the front lines. They're going to look at Boom again. He just respawned, and the team is getting chased away from him where they'll get the kill on a Boom. And there's no way for them to get that Necro out, and you've
There's
already
the
used that
shard on
disruption.
RC.
Yamich ends up dying, and Chrysalis is going to try and fight this, but down comes the Supernova. Chrysalis will at least get the kill on a Skitter, so that's 1. That means they'll buy back on Yamich. Chrysalis able to get that kill, and now hit a shackle, but doesn't connect to anything. He's on this, like, bridge rock pathway. And the disruption once again, the RP Armel. All right, there's some damage, but Chrysalis falls to 9. Timberchin with a whirling death. The right clicks aren't enough to really clean up here for this Magnus. BKB TP attempt, but the familiars are there to stop that. And the Skewer ends up getting the kill on a Snake King, and now they'll finish off Armel.
This is also buyback from Yamich. Like, both supports and Secret not really being able to get into the fight. There are birds, there's Timbersaw in your face, and the way this fight started, man, like, if Snaking gets killed there, I'm sure he had buyback because he was saving a lot of gold, but still, he outplayed him so hard. Magnus goes in, he gets Yule Scepter on himself, so there's no blink, no skewer, which kind of sets the tempo for the next fight. So another buyback on their side. Sure, they kill Skeeter, but as soon as Skeeter also gets this nullifier, there are multiple Lincoln Spheres. Even Necro's building 1, but it's still not gonna be enough. They're gonna proc those Lincolns with, and then Necro, Shadow Demon, Wind Ranger. Gonna be Monka moment right there.
Monka moment. Puppy, a Monka moment of his own as he's getting chased by 9. There's the swap back to 33 in his familiars. The shackle connects, but what do you do here? Again, just does not really have the damage. Clean him up, and they've got this Ags on Saxa, so the time has come. He's gained a lot of gold recently.
Roshan
Got that full Ags.
is available on Radiant side. Seems like Tundra wants to take it. Rest of the team will go through the Twin Gates. But yeah, now Saxa, level 16. With Ags, he's really not going to be afraid to swap anyone in very aggressively. Just die, respawn. And this second Roshan, no RP for 10 seconds. Seems like Team Secret, they don't want to contest this. That's a big one.
Man, no contest on this. Aegis Cheese picked up. Did feel like this game was kind of teetering on the edge. Like maybe Secret could give one mistake and that was in. They made a couple in a row, and all of a sudden, Tundra, it's their game to lose at the moment.
They needed to do more, it feels like. But then again, you don't have like heroes that's gonna start a fight for you. Marcy needs a hero that like jumps in so she can play with her. Play with the hero. Magnus did have Blink Dagger, but found like very limited amount of openings. Necro, not a hero that you can start a fight with. So, in terms of laning stage, the heroes did extremely well, but then again, you're playing against Tundra. If you let them farm, they will out-farm you, they will outsmart you.
Chrysalis stepping forward. There's the Skewer. And they've got the Shackle connecting. Skitter's going to get low. He does have that Aegis, but the Sunray keeping him alive for a moment. They finally finish off that Aegis. We're chain back towards Puppy, and they'll go to the Supernova. They'll pop it open. They'll make an omelet out of it. They'll still get the kill there on a Puppy, but that's not exactly all you want. So Yamich falls. That's 2 years dead of the side of Secret. They go to the Reaper site. That will slam down the RP to follow it up. They'll get the kill on Asaxa, but he'll have that Axe to try and help out even more. There's the swap. Chakram right on top of Boom as they'll get themselves a third. And with a BKB, Armel was able to walk away, and Chrysalis, though, he's kind of getting pincered. Chakram to stop him from going down into the lane, but he's got that win run and gets a little bit of distance between him and the side of Tundra.
They might still be able to catch him, not the easiest kill.
He's trying to get a kill here on a 33. Hits the shackle, and he's got the focus fire. He'll at least get that, but there's the nullifier as well as the magic missile. They'll go to the blood right, so now they've got him silenced up, but they need more control. Silence will only last so long as he's still on the run.
Another
magic
nullifier.
missile, and there it is.
Yeah, I don't know. Nullifier is just too good of an item right now. It's on 10-second cooldown, 5 seconds debuff duration, plus also doesn't cost any mana. I think both Harpoon and Nullifier needs to have like mana added to the item. Like they do manage to proc the Lincolns. He does get the kill in 33, but in the end, like you just traded your own life. It was not too bad of an opening for Secret, where they like managed to kill Skitter before he can get anything off. There was swap used aggressively, and now this is level 3 swap we're talking about. So 50% damage reduction, 1100 cast range. Now going for Tormentor. They want to get this shard through Vengeful Spirit. Potentially.
Oh.
There we go. You just have to call it. Gotta be confident.
Call your shots. So 10k lead here for Tundra. Yeah, I'm thinking about this nullifier. 10-second cooldown. If that's going to be 10 seconds, Lincoln's at 14 feels pretty bad. Like, I think Lincoln's is a good item, but 14 seconds sometimes just feels like it's not nearly enough. But would making it like 12 or 11 feel too good?
Yeah. One thing I like is that Crystallis bought his own item. Very rare occasion where he actually goes for Crystallis. Gonna turn that into his older brother Daedalus. It's gonna be a lot of damage though. So if they can like keep this Wind Ranger alive, maybe a Lotus Orb on their side is gonna help out tremendously to bounce this. Like, it's good against Swap, it's good against Rupture, great against Nullifier to bounce it back on the target like a Bloodseeker, remove his Blood Rage.
Right. It's if it gets there, though, and you can see Crystal is trying to go to the backlines. They've been able to reliably kill Skitter on the forefront of these fights, and they're looking for him. They want to start by getting the kill into the Bloodseeker, and that's exactly what they're going to start with. They'll go to the Shackle Shot. They got the RP. Oh, the swap! Not going to be enough. Crystal still gets the kill. They'll take out 33. They've got the Reaper Scythe. 9's going to die. Great fight from Secret. Lining it up, putting out the damage. They've got 3. Make it a 4th if this is Saksa, who can't make it out, and, well, his illusion will find the same fate.
This Bloodseeker just disappears. Wind Ranger damage output right now is very, very strong. How much damage was that? 4.6. And now we're getting into a territory where Wind Ranger feels really good as a hero, getting closer to that level 25, has multiple items available, and now you have like even more protection. She goes in, and then you have good RP by Armel. Like, he managed to land some really nice RP so far. Swap comes in, but there's going to be Maelstrom proc that's going to kill him in the end.
Ooh. And now up on the high ground, all of a sudden, first set of racks go the way of Team Secret. And they want more. They smell blood in the water. Tundra, they were up 10,000 net worth. And that is just instantly gone.
They want these melee barracks. 10 seconds without Bloodseeker, no buyback. They have enough damage. Poppy's gonna pop that ulti.
All right.
Okay, some big items now coming out from Puppy. Like this BKB that he's been holding onto relatively long now. And I see Aghanim Scepter. This item is insanely good. It more feels like a core Marcy item, but Marcy from position 4 or 5 scales well. If you get to like BKB, then your next item could be Basher, could be Ags. Pulses do silence. You lower the cooldown by 20 seconds, so you have 40-second cooldown on Unleash. Might get it twice in a team fight.
About to hit 25 here for, and now has hit it for this Magnus. He goes to the plus 10% empower damage / cleave. Whew. Tormentor never stood a chance there. Shadow Demon's now got the demonic cleanse.
I want to see level 25 Wind Ranger. Like, you might... I know I said Focus Fire advanced cooldown kills by 20 seconds is a big one, but then again, you have Aghanims. You don't want to have your Wind Run dispelled, so he might actually go for the other one. Both are really nice. They're very situational. Like, what do you need in a fight? Do you need, like, another target to kill off with the Focus Fire, or you need to survive long enough? I think right now you pack a punch even without having Focus Fire on. And the build on Crystallis that we didn't mention is because she is Universal Hero, just kept 1 point in Power Shot, opted to go for stats, make himself more tanky.
Like some stats. I always welcome stats. 22 has that Daedalus. BKB next. Children was picked up by Soxa. I was actually doing the math, seeing what some of these other heroes would get, like Timber Saw. And, oh, boom. Spotted and killed. I mean, that was super quick. Never had a chance to really do anything, and you could see Secret wanted to respond, but by the time they even clicked once, he was already dead.
One thing I like about Tundra is their itemization, understanding what they need to buy. If you look at the quick buy, multiple Heaven's Halberd, like, they already have 2 finished, but they're also building into 2. Okay, 33 changed his mind, wants to get that Aghanim Scepter RP on just 1, but they're going to be able to burst him.
And the cheese and the swap. Oh, just getting away, throws a chakram both ends. And he will survive. Supernova's going to go off. They don't get this kill on the Timber Saw.
Wow, that was close. This clutch cheese came into a play, and he hits level 25, so second chakram is available. That's going to be some extra damage.
Oh, instant Roche.
That's third. Gonna be on Radiant's side. Let's see if they can find an opening with the Rupture, potentially.
Disruption, but that's...
A lot of Lincolns thrown on top of him.
Don't swap my hero. Harpoon, Skewer, Shackle, and that's a dead Venge and a dead Illusion.
Venge Illusion disappears immediately. Like, they kill it and they know that they want to take it out again. Armel now chasing, has that Swift Blink, has Ninja Gear, so a lot of movement speed coming out from him. He can also be smoked and look for that opening.
Little blink action. Let's see. Give us a little bit of the Gaimin luck percentages from 36 to 67. Ooh. Oh man, that is a big change. Let's see. When's it going for next Roche? It should be Secret down there. They're setting up, and Tundra nowhere near that side of the map. And that's going to be Ag's blessing. I mean, Puppy wants an Ag's. He'd be happy to take that.
Yeah, let's see who they decide to give it to, because Shadow Demon, always a good candidate. Yeah, he's going to be the one picking it up. Puppy has enough gold to actually buy one for himself. Let's see if he decides to commit to it. And also does have Mindbreaker, so that's going to be a lot of silences from Puppy's Marcy. Aghanim Scepter, Mindbreaker on 12-second cooldown. Every single time it pulses, it does silence. And Secret will smoke. Let's see if they can get a bait with this illusion that Yamich just used. Now, never mind. It's going to be for farm.
Well. Both teams smoked up, looking for each other. But now fighting into the Aegis. Oh, it was a 10k lead for Tundra a long while ago. Now a 12,000 net worth lead over for Secret. Tundra looking for the right fight, but we have seen Secret pull off the combos a couple times with the RP, the shackle shots, the damage coming in from Armel as well as Crystallis. He's been pretty much able to reliably blow up this Bloodseeker with the Windrunner.
Armel has been on point with these RP, with these skewers, and holding on to double damage. Does have his Lincoln's procced, but should be okay. Necro has not gained a single charge on Reaper's side since like minute 12 or something.
He used it like 4 straight times, and he was like, all right, whatever. I'm fine. Just farming up for now, extending that net worth lead. Tundra, they're still searching it. They really want to find maybe somebody out on the side of Secret. Shackle's not going to connect, but the focus fire, and look at the damage onto Soxa. He never has a chance. Now he's got that illusion, but at the same time, again, like, You lose that Venge. He doesn't have buyback. Maybe you can work with this illusion to get something going, but...
Level 25 on Chrysalis. He actually goes for that other talent, so... Wants to have another focus fire, immediately kill off like 2 heroes, because it takes you like 5 seconds pretty much to kill a hero with focus fire, and then remove 20 seconds from it. Shackle onto Vengeful Spirit clone, but it's all they gotta get. Look at where 33 is. He's in this bottom lane, trying to get some split push going, getting the farm.
He's got that Ags now. Tundra are pushing out the top wave. They really want to make sure that they keep their racks. Overwhelming Blink for 9 is next on the docket. Gleipnir for the Windrunner, who is got that Maelstrom for right now in the backpack. Look at that. Oh, familiar action.
$200 gold.
What are you doing?
Another Tormentor is available for Tundra, but let's see if they just go in and try to kill it. There's no shard on Timbersaw. There's one on Bloodseeker, so 9 will get it in the end. Now all 5 members of Tundra, they do have shard upgraded.
Always nice to get everybody's shard. There's the blood right down. I mean, they're trying to make something happen. They've got almost level 25 on Skitter.
You want to have those 2 Rupture Charges available. Maybe even use one to proc a Lincoln's. They do have abilities, like they do have items. Heaven's Halberd. 1 to make it 3 soon. 1 on Saksa, but for now he's holding on to buyback. Armel. He managed to find so many openings with this skewer.
Now Lincoln's pop. They've got the Hex. They'll go to the Rupture. They've got the swap. They're trying to get the kill here onto the Magnus. But he's surviving with the BKB. They'll look at the Supernova. They get the kill on a Skitter as well as Snake King. They both have buyback, but Crystallis, he's deep in the base. They land the Shackle shot. They go to the Focus Fire. It's on to 9. He's trying to run. He's broken. He's dead. He's dead for 99 seconds, no buyback, and now they've got the Harpoon into the Skewer. Armel started it for a second, but they'll get the kill to Saksa. He's going to try and swap himself away. But there's the rebound, there's the jump, and there's the kill into the Illusion, so they'll take him out for good. Now he's got buyback, but they don't have buyback available on 9. Secret trying to maybe finish this game off while 33 is taking a bottom set of racks. They want to go for the tier 4s. They do so much damage to the towers. Magic Missile on a Puppy, Sunray, Blood right down. They've got the swap. They'll pull one back in. It's going to be Boom. They've got the Nullifier on him with the BKB, but can he survive? They go to the Disruption. The Aegis is going to expire. Now they've got the right click coming in from Puppy. They look for the damage. They get the kill to Snaking. There's the Reaper Scythe on a Skitter. They'll take out 33, and that will be the game. Secret take game 1 over Tundra, turning it around heavily and upsetting on this game 1 with a nice comeback.
Whew, man, Team Secret, they managed to pull it off.